An in-depth look at obesity in America. From our kitchen, a delicious recipe and a report on calculating college costs. All that and more coming right up. I hope you'll stay tuned.
Providing entertainment for over 25 years, WALA-TV presents a tradition in Mobile, the Dot Moore Show. Once again, Dot Moore.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today, Dr. Stan Self is here about the treatment of obesity. And also in our kitchen is our guest chef from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, George Panayiotou, and we have more. But right now, our feature fashion on location. If you love roses, Bellingrath Gardens is a place to see them all in their grandeur, in their beauty, and in their diversified coloring. Today we are in the rose garden at Bellingrath, and they're in full bloom. Yellow roses, white roses, beautiful pink roses, salmon-colored roses, any kind of rose that you want is blooming right here in this rose garden. A beautiful spot right near the entrance to Bellingrath Gardens. And the tourists enjoy the gazebos that are on the side where they may pause and sit and look at these beautiful roses, all at Bellingrath Gardens. We brought our cameras today to show you them in full bloom and to show you our fashion. You know, we hear so much about the little black dress. Well, this is the answer to it in a pastel because it's in a pale yellow. It's fully lined. It's a dress you can go with almost anywhere. Add a little scarf in neutral colors if you prefer to have a little bit of a sporty look, or add pearls for that dressy look. Fully lined, zips up the back. It's just a little yellow dress. And our fashion is courtesy of Holiday on Shell Road in Spring Hill. The Feline Medicine Academy of America has some good suggestions about the risk for your cat of two viruses that can connect themselves with cats in their world. And in this report, we find out what they are.
There's good news for cats and their owners. A simple blood test can help prevent the spread of two potentially deadly feline viruses. Feline leukemia and feline immunodeficiency virus are considered the greatest health risk for cats. Both affect a cat's immune system and can be present long before symptoms first appear. Any cat that may have come in contact with other cats is considered at risk. Feline leukemia can be spread during normal social contact between cats. The immunodeficiency virus is generally spread when an infected cat scratches or bites another cat. Symptoms include loss of appetite, weight loss, fever, diarrhea, poor foot condition, and or non-healing wounds. A combination blood test can be performed by a veterinarian, and results are available in minutes. The Association of Feline Practitioners and the Academy of Feline Medicine recommend that the health status of all cats be known. To learn more and to receive a free brochure, contact your veterinarian or call 1-888-454-CATS.
If you have a child that's college age, or maybe have a relative or friend who does, and they need financial aid for the child to enter, you may get some good help from this report.
While many Americans identify the first 3 months of the year as the time to file taxes, a growing number of parents and students consider it an even more critical time to handle other financial matters, like applying for financial aid to enter college in the fall. Here's a tip from Student Loan Funding Resources, a national expert in student financial aid. The first step during this key time of year is to send in a free application for federal student aid. To better assist those who have financial aid or student loan questions, leading companies like Student Loan Funding offer online tutorial services and live phone counseling free of charge. In addition, they provide information and applications for specific loan products. For a free copy of Student Loan Funding's booklet called Student Financial Aid, a primary guide which assists students in planning out their financial aid needs, call toll-free 1-877-477-7537 or visit www.studentloanfunding.com.
Welcome back. Our first guest is here to raise awareness about obesity in America and in the world. Please welcome Dr. Stan Self. We're very happy to have you. You were here once before,
Yes.
last year, I believe. My first question for you is it a major problem in the U.S. and the world, obesity?
Well, it is, Dot. Thank you very much for having me again on your show. But
Okay.
being overweight in the United States is a serious medical problem. It's associated with many diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. In fact, 50% of all the men and women in the United States are overweight, and about 1 out of every 4 of those are obese by definition. So it's a major problem in the United States. The prevalence of obesity continues to rise, as well as in the world. So we're not isolated. We're just ahead of everybody else.
I know that all you have to do is go to an airport or maybe visit a doctor's office or where there are a lot of people walking about, and you'll see it. I mean, not once, but many times. Some of these people that are categorized as obese are young people.
Yes, even the incidence in adolescence is increasing. So when you couple that with its association with these major diseases, it's enormous impact on the cost of medicine, medical care in the United States. I think if you do have that problem, there is hope out there, because now we have we have better treatments of obesity than we used to have. We have some new drugs. If we have time today, we might touch on them, like Xenical is the first fat blocker. But you have to couple these medicines with the treatment, doing something about the nutrition, something about exercise, something about behavioral changes, along with medicines. And medicine can help, but it's a major problem in the United States.
It certainly looks like it. And you say it's worldwide.
Yes, the incidence also in the countries in Europe and that you would not think of obesity, but that's increasing. The fast foods available there, the lack of exercise, the fast
eating, yes.
So it's a worldwide
instant
problem.
gratification, really.
Could be.
Oh, it's amazing. I know you have something called body mass index. What is that?
Well, it's called a BMI, body mass index, where in the past we used to just look on a chart for someone's ideal body weight. These are old Metropolitan life insurance tables. We don't do that anymore.
Oh.
The standard is to calculate one's BMI, body mass index. And really, that's only a relationship of one's weight to the height. So if you have a BMI of 25 or greater, you're overweight by definition. If you have a BMI of 30 or greater, then you're obese by definition. So it makes it a little bit easier to understand where you are along this continuum of being from lean to overweight to obesity.
So when you see people in your office, they are first weighed and their height is measured, and all of that is taken care of to give you more knowledge of that individual.
Correct.
Okay, what about the treatment? What, a pill, I guess?
Well, medicine can help, but you have to do something about the nutrition, the exercise, all the behavior things, and medicine like Xenical.
Yeah.
Xenical is the first fat blocker that was approved by the FDA for the treatment and maintenance of
This
weight
is
loss.
Xenical?
Yeah. This is how it looks. It's just a capsule called Xenical. And you can take the good thing about Xenical is you only take it with the meals that contain significant fat.
Oh.
In other words, it blocks 30% of the fat that you eat at that meal. See, it's different from any other anti-obesity drugs that's been out. All of those have worked in the brain, decreasing the appetite. Xenical does not do that. It works locally in the GI tract to block 30% of the fat that you eat at that one meal.
But if you, I take it, if you really want good results, you have to do the other, the diet, the exercise, and all of that.
Exactly.
And push away from the table about that second dessert and whatever.
That's right. That's what we call the nutritional. You have to cut back on some of the nutrition. Exactly. And we try to get people to eat maybe no more than 30% of their total calories in fat.
Do you have any stats on whether most men are affected by this, or more women, or what?
More women are.
Really?
Well, 50% of all the men and women, adults in the United States, are overweight, but women are about 25, 27% of the women are obese by definition, and men only about 20%. So the women are a little bit ahead of the men as far as obesity in the United States.
Well, of course, if we gain weight after maybe having a baby, for instance, which is natural, and don't take it off and continue to eat the wrong things, I can see where that would give it a base of the weight gain you did from having the baby.
Right. In my practice, that's not an uncommon thing that I will see a patient, and the woman would tell me that she gained a fair amount of weight after the first pregnancy. She was able to lose it, but the second one, she really didn't lose the weight. So we think something hormonal may happen in there that we're just not smart enough to figure out.
We're going to put your phone number up for further information at your office. While I ask you this, it's a very emotional ailment. It has to do with being ashamed, maybe, or being discriminated against.
Oh, there's no question about discrimination of the obese, especially women. It's probably the most discriminating disease I think a woman can have.
Really?
They're passed up with jobs. They're passed over for job promotions, and this is studies have shown this, as well as you just talk to some of the female obese patients, they'll tell you it's a very discriminating disease. It's not right, but that's the way it is in the United States. Everybody wants to be the ideal thin woman.
Well, I think fast food places are everywhere now, worldwide, are they not?
Oh yeah, they're in most countries in the world now. McDonald's.
Well, when a young person has obesity, they don't feel the physical strain like they will when they get older. Isn't that true?
That's true, but as time goes on, the problems with the diabetes, the hypertension, they're at risk for all of those.
Well, Xenical is the solution if they follow all the other rules then.
Well, it can help.
Well, thank heaven something will help, because it really, it's so much to see. So many people. It's depressing to other people.
It is a bad
And
problem.
of course to them. Thank you, Dr. Self. That's Xenical, okay?
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Well, we promised you a delicious recipe, and our guest chef, George Fagnot, who has it from Ruth's.
I want to thank Dr. Self, because now my wife's watching the program, and guess who goes on a diet today? The diet I've been going on for 6 months, I really must have to do it now. So
Yeah.
if I can just cut him out.
Well, actually, after that interview with Dr. Self,
That's me. That's
you're
right.
going to serve up non-fattening food today.
This is a great summer treat. This is called a spicy shrimp salad. What you have here is actually, it's a shrimp salad, which makes it an entree. It can be an appetizer. It can be a dip. I don't like the word dip. It can be a nice spread for crackers or toast or something like that. It's great when you have a little cocktail party. So what we do basically, we start off with some, and what makes it spicy is several spicy ingredients. For instance, we've got a spicy horseradish mustard we're going to put in there, okay? And you can get your favorite horseradish mustard, anyone you want, but I always add a little bit of yellow mustard also to give it that little bit of different of a flavor, and quite a bit actually for what we're doing. I chop up some parsley, and I actually have some granulated garlic already in here.
Oh.
It's already in there.
I see,
I took the time doing that at the restaurant last night. Saves us a little bit. It gives you time to eat more on the air, Doc, and get it between your teeth. All right, that's what we put in there right there. Lemon juice. Lemon juice goes great on almost anything, including steaks. If you ever try it on a steak, you'll never go back.
A lot of people, thanks, you sprayed me. A lot of people use that instead of vinegar.
They do.
I mean, you know.
The original Greek salad dressings actually calls for no vinegar.
Really?
It
I
does.
didn't know
I like
that.
to put a little red wine vinegar with it also, but it's lemon juice and olive oil. It's a wonderful thing. Now I've got some chopped scallions here.
Very small chopped.
Yeah. Minced is the word.
Oh,
professional.
minced,
That's when we use the word mince. They were real fine.
Let's
Guess what
get the
that
right
is. Let me tell you
word.
something. Tabasco isn't only hot. It adds flavor. It's actually if you don't use too much, it's a flavor enhancer, kind of like salt. Use enough salt, and it brings out the flavor. Use too much, of course, it ruins the dish. So you put very carefully, you measure out a little bit and put it in there.
It can be potent if you use too much.
What we have here is celery salt. Celery seed has one flavor. Celery salt adds salt with the celery flavor, but it adds a wonderful flavor. You don't put very much in there, maybe an eighth, half a teaspoon. But one of the good things about celery seed, celery salt is if you take your favorite coleslaw recipe, a creamy coleslaw recipe, add some celery seed to it. You'd be amazed at the flavor that it adds.
Well, you know, salt, like garlic salt, celery salt.
Always remember,
I use a lot of those kind of
the
things.
salt
They
is the
help.
first ingredient. You'll get the flavor
Yeah.
But the salt's the first ingredient. So whether you want to use garlic powder or garlic granulated or garlic salt, always be careful when it says garlic salt. Do not add any more salt because there's lots of salt in there.
Now you're using small shrimp, so you don't have
These
to
are
chop
small
them
little
up.
peeled shrimp. You can use any size shrimp you want.
Yeah.
You can get the big shrimp. If you want to really make a dip or a spread or something for crackers, use your bigger shrimp. Cut them very, 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 very small. These are nice little, I call them little 70-count peeled shrimp. I mean, some little Vietnamese fellow worked real hard down at the bottom of the batch to peel 70 of these shrimp for 1 pound, hours at a time.
You've got 3 minutes here.
Long
What's
time,
that?
buddy. Now, we've got some mayonnaise here.
I didn't know if
My,
that was part of it.
I love mayonnaise. My 3 favorite mayonnaises are Kraft, Hellmann's, I'm not putting blue plate mayonnaise. The original recipe called for Hellmann's mayonnaise. Okay. I happen to have blue plate mayonnaise here.
Okay.
That's a New Orleans problem.
Well, that's a good one.
We're trying to keep it Cajun. It's
Kraft is good, too.
Kraft is delicious. I think everybody has their favorite mayonnaise, but and each mayonnaise has a little bit of different flavor. But as I said, the original recipe we did call for Hellmann's. My wife loves Hellmann's in hers. That's what she puts in there. So we're doing it blue plate. I'm my own man.
If you say so.
I'm telling you. Blue plate, honey.
But you know, mayonnaise gives such a wonderful flavor to everything.
It does. You want to make a great, take a good old Italian salad dressing, take good seasoned salad dressing, add a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise, and you've just made one great, creamy salad dressing. I mean, it's amazing. You can make a great blue cheese dressing, folks, if you get a quality Danish blue or a quality quality blue cheese, take mayonnaise and half cream only, and mix it with the crumbled blue cheese. If the blue cheese is of that quality, you do not need to add Worcestershire or Tabasco.
Rich.
It makes a wonderful blue cheese dressing because what you start off with first is blue cheese and a good blue cheese. So that's what you do with mayonnaise. Is so versatile. It's just amazing.
Well, now this is going to be very colorful.
Oh, yes, it is. It sure is. And actually, you know, to your left here, we've got the finished product. Because this is always good to let it sit for several hours. Give time for the horseradish, the scallions, all the different spicy ingredients to get to know each other and work their way around.
Yeah.
And one more thing about mayonnaise, interesting thing here, if you think about, if you know how to make mayonnaise, you know how to make hollandaise sauce, what you've made in hollandaise sauce basically is a warm mayonnaise.
Oh.
Egg yolks and oil, egg yolks and butter, salt, lemon juice. That's a hollandaise sauce.
Oh.
So what you get with your hollandaise sauce in a restaurant, folks, if it's made right, not out of a can or a bag, you're getting warm mayonnaise with a little bit of flavor.
That's a little bonus you gave us there.
Something else, if you like to make homemade mayonnaise with these new little hand food processors, you can make it with one hand.
Yeah.
Use half olive oil, half Western oil, half sour oil. Wonderful flavor. Okay, Doc, what we've done is finished making our spicy shrimp salad. Generally, you would cover this and put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours.
Oh, yes.
It's better tomorrow. It's better tonight. It's better the next day. It lasts several days with no problem at all. As long as you keep it cooked.
Put it on
as long as
a bed
everything's
of
chilled.
lettuce, too.
Right. You put on a bed of lettuce. I've got some of those great Creole tomatoes we get from the farmer's market there in New Orleans. This one I made last night for you. So when you try this one, you find all the flavors are there.
It's all...
Claude, you got to go with the new one, buddy. I'm sorry. That's all I could do. By the way, Claude and I are sharing, you have diet partners now. I don't know if y'all know how that works. It's a new concept. One loses and one finds. Claude's been losing, and I've been finding those pounds. It's time to change, Claude. Okay, Todd, give it a try, will you, please?
Okay. I will, but we'll come back and I'll try it. Okay, we got a break here.
All right.
Okay. You're wound up today.
Oh.
From the United States, I just walked in to find you here, but God said it's up on your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave the key. If I had known just 1 second, you back about me, going down.
Well, it's almost football season. In fact, it's already started. And the new Warner Brothers movie, The Replacements, is about a classic story about football, with showing the emotions and personalities of the players. So here's a peek preview of The Replacements.
The players' strike became official at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to finish the season anyway. We're going to use replacement players.
They've all played football somewhere. Not all of them in the pros, but they all have something unique to bring to the game.
Hey, Scab!
I don't want trouble.
1, 2, 3!
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Falco, you're not even a has-been. You're a never won!
We're going to take those people and try to put together a winning team. If nothing else, they should be fun to watch.
At first,
I admit I was afraid. I was petrified.
You were petrified?
Thinking I could never live without you by my side.
The Lord is by your side.
And then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong.
You know I hate this damn song.
I learned how to get along, and so you're back.
Cheers, babes.
I'm okay.
Not again. We got this.
What do you do here, John?
You go for it, Pat. You have to.
But Falco's been shut down by this defense all afternoon.
All it takes is one big play to get him back in the ball game.
And here goes Falco.
Falco scores!
I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style. Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Get me the ball. Get me the ball. Are you gonna get me the ball? Get me the ball! I hope he doesn't kill somebody.
The football is like a one-man cold to Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin only one catching it. Clifford Franklin only one coming down with it.
Man, why you play that dumbass song?
Looks like a fun movie.
Sure
Yeah,
does.
okay,
Wow.
we're back to taste the shrimp salad. Mm.
Caught me frowning on camera, didn't they? I was staring at things so hard.
Yeah. Delicious,
Isn't
and
that great?
that mustard you can taste is just
Nice
spicy enough.
flavor there.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't bite you back.
That's right. Thank you, George, and we'll
My
see you
pleasure.
the next time.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay?
Thank you again.
And we'll see you next week. In the meantime, I hope you'll stay happy. At the in crowd from Warner Brothers. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to thank all of our guests. And until we see you next week, I hope you'll stay happy.